Yeah, it's the realness. City of the still where the films is. Bill shit, ballin' like a smaller Josh Childress. I'm in the building, swagger on a million. Hill shit, and my bitch pussy like a drill bit. Milk skit, 100 down, pussy age like fine wine.
Yo.
Well. How
Chris.
the turntables.
Chris, hold the door. Because it's episode 4. Welcome one, welcome all to the Sunny Daze podcast. Hosted by Christopher Xavier Reyes.
Damn, you put my whole government name out there, bro.
That's your gov name. And me, Gregory Hadley.
But you didn't put your middle name in there. What the heck?
Nope. Everyone knows it.
Okay, Paul.
Relax, dude. Don't put my stuff out there like that. Anyways.
So, where were you last week, dude?
I was here in my room. Where were you?
Honestly, I didn't even get the message that we were gonna record, dude. You know what I think? Did you text me?
Texted you twice.
All right. So I got a new phone, and I haven't. And the first few days, I hadn't been getting text messages. So I kind of figured that's probably what it was on Wednesday when I saw that you uploaded the podcast. I got a new phone, so I was like, "Oh, it makes sense." I wasn't getting messages. And like the last message I had from you was like from a week ago, prior to that. Because I got a new phone last Sunday, and I hadn't been receiving messages. But now it's all fixed. And now we can easily communicate.
Excuses belong in the file of trash. Just
You
kidding.
could have Snapchatted me. You could have DM'd me on Twitter.
No, it was just
DM'd
like
me on Instagram.
I was just like,
You
it's
were like,
fine.
Where's Chris? I don't know.
I was like, where's Chris? I don't know. But yeah, it's fine. It was kind of hard doing it by myself. Because you're just able to like, bounce off each other.
Yeah.
But like, I was just like talking to myself in my room. It actually kind of is normal because that's what I usually do. But I just talk to myself because I'm crazy. Did you see the what I did at the end?
The Twitter thing? Or it's trending on Twitter? What?
Well, yeah. Do you like that?
That was cool.
Yeah, I thought of that off the top of my head too. No, like the
You got
ending,
into a lot of really heavy stuff, bro. And I was like,
was I able to carry it?
yeah.
I was struggling, but I carried
No, yeah,
it
you
to the
got it.
finish line.
But I was like, Jesus, how are you talking about
And
this
today,
right
folks,
now?
we're going to talk about Islam. I'm kidding.
No, it's not.
in the pros and cons. No, the song.
Today we're going to talk about Bernie saying that even the worst people should be able to vote. Like the dude that did the Boston Marathon bombing.
Oh yeah, I saw that on Twitter.
Honestly, Bernie?
Bernie. Is he feeling the burn too much?
Honestly, at this point, I'm losing all hope.
And then guess who's running? What did I talk about last week? About Biden?
Yeah.
Now they're saying that he's going to fucking announce his candidacy or whatever.
But that's going to be a little iffy because he has a history of sexual harassment with women. And it's like the whole thing where we're not going to get another.
But you know what that is?
Semantics.
CNN is going to eat it up. And that's all they're going to talk about. All they're going to talk about is that. What was I going to say? Oh no, the song that I put at the end. I don't know if you got that far.
Once you said peace, I was like, all right.
Because I said burn it down like the Notre Dame. And then I played Seth Rollins' theme song where it goes, burn it down.
That's another thing I want to talk to you about.
That was an Easter egg.
Was the Notre Dame thing.
What about it?
You're completely wrong.
Why?
Why is it? Fuck them kids. We don't need to be giving no support to. I'm just joking. This is totally.
No, I was against it too. I was like, why are people complaining?
Wait, what do you mean? I think you're not understanding. I'm saying it's okay for us to give help to build it again.
Oh.
Because I said, fuck them kids. I said, fuck them kids. Fuck the kids that can't eat. I'm just joking. This is a complete joke. I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous how we're helping to rebuild
$1 billion they've raised.
And then Flint still doesn't have clean water. Or
well, I guess I read And then
Well,
the
they're
Twitter
fixing.
thing.
They're getting.
Yeah, I
they're
read that
fixing
they
it
got
now.
the
But
money,
why did it take? Why did it take so
Yeah.
long?
But
You know what I mean?
a day after
Yeah.
he gets like someone donated $100 million. It's just publicity. It's just
It's so crazy though. Well, this is a bit of last one. I'm not trying to get back into the last week, but that's crazy how it survived 2 world wars, but it couldn't survive a fire.
Yeah, and did they say how it happened?
They were like not rebuilding it, but they were like making
They were reconstructing it or something like that.
something around that. But it's crazy. How does a fire start from that?
Yeah, maybe I don't know.
Someone
Maybe
was
just
probably smoking a cigarette and
ash or something hit the
Yeah.
wood because it was wood that caught on
Yeah.
fire.
anyways.
Yeah. So burn it down, folks, like the Notre Dame. That should be a T-shirt. The garage is opening.
Jesus,
It's so loud. So some big news happened in Phoenix, and we have to talk about it.
Nah. Hey. Goodbye, Igor.
Yeah, so
Koskov.
Coach K, as we all know him.
No, not the Coach K you're thinking about. The
GOAT Coach K.
The
first
B-Tech.
ever European-born NBA head coach, Coach K, Igor Kokoskov, has parted ways with the Phoenix Suns.
He didn't part ways. They fired his ass.
They said I hope him well in his future endeavors.
That's just semantics. They fired his ass. But I'll tell you this: he should not have been fired because the problem with the Phoenix Suns is not a head coach. It is a front office. It is Robert Sarver. It is. They don't have a general manager. They just don't have a.
They have nothing.
They have no. Yeah.
They have okay, but the thing is though, the president of basketball operations that they did get, Scott Bauer. I looked up his Wikipedia, and he was the one that got Chris Paul to Charlotte back in the day. The Hornets.
What else did he do?
There's something. I mean, he basically his credentials that he helped Charlotte or New Orleans at the time. He helped them rebuild what that trash organization was.
It's trash now.
And then he signed Monty Williams. He signed Monty Williams in New Orleans. And now that's why they're saying that's why they want to sign him here too, because he was the one that signed him over there. So that's why they made the decision to fire Igor. But then the Lakers want him. So it's I'm pretty sure they're going to give him more money there. And then also he gets to coach LeBron James. So it's who does he want to coach, LeBron or TJ Warren? But yeah, so it was pretty ridiculous. Right now we're watching this Philadelphia 76ers completely destroy the Brooklyn Nets. Rest in peace, D. Russ. And can I say something?
He's not dead. He's just playing like trash.
Yeah. They always say that young teams don't make the playoffs. What are the Brooklyn Nets?
But they're playing in the East.
Yeah, but they say they don't
But
make
they're
them.
playing in the East.
Okay. And they did go 42 and 40 or something. 43 and
Yeah.
39.
They were barely over 500. It's that's why teams in the West didn't make it. Like the Kings didn't make it. The Lakers are fairly young with LeBron, and they didn't make it.
Yeah. The Lakers are a weird story, though. I mean, dude, they got rid of D. Russ and Julius Randle. For what?
They had to make room for LeBron.
For Lonzo? Yeah, but dude, imagine LeBron and D. Russ right now on that same team.
Dude, you see D. Russ right now?
Yeah, but he's with LeBron.
Doesn't matter.
Who's he having
Dude, not
Brooklyn?
everybody can play with LeBron.
D. Russ could have. Kyrie did.
Kyrie's don't compare D. Russ to Kyrie, bro.
I'm not comparing them. I'm just saying they're both two good point guards. LeBron can play with a good point guard.
Kyrie's on another level.
Do you know who I think is going to the Lakers next year? Chris Paul. Do you know what's going to happen? D-Wade's going to come out. This is what I hated. D-Wade's making this whole thing that he's retiring. And homie's going to come back in midway next season. And he's going to go play with the Lakers.
No, I don't think so. I think he's going to stay retired.
No. Dude, he's not even that old. He's 33 or 34.
Yeah, but he has kids now. It's
Nah, dude, he's gonna come back. it's so dumb that he did this whole thing. There's no way he's not gonna come back, and he's gonna tarnish his legacy like everyone else does. Because he's not like MJ who leaves and then comes back and is still a GOAT. He's like not that good anymore. But he wasn't that bad either this year. He was decent off the bench. What game did we go to? Oh, the Jazz. What did you do with Jay Crowder's?
It's in my room.
Do you sleep with it on or anything?
No.
Do you like smell it?
No. I think I might wear it next time we ball up. Maybe I won't go over 40.
You have to wash it and dry it because I think it was way overstretched.
Yeah. Maybe I won't go over 40 next time we go play basketball.
Yeah, yikes. Hashtag yikes. What else happened? Chris?
Celtics in 4, bro.
Yeah. I think Giannis. It's Kawhi's year actually.
You think the Raptors are gonna beat the Celtics?
Well, first the Raptors have to beat the Sixers.
Yeah, good luck with that.
And I'm trying to think. Like, they can do it.
It's gonna be
100%.
interesting.
It's gonna be a good series.
Jimmy Buckets versus Kawhi Leonard.
Who's he gonna guard? Is he gonna guard him?
Kawhi's either gonna guard Ben Simmons or
no. I think what's his name? Siakam. I think he's gonna guard Simmons, and I think Kawhi is gonna guard Butler. And then they have Gasol guarding Embiid, which is
Embiid is gonna destroy this.
Yeah, because who else do they have in center? Anyways, so then we're gonna have the Celtics and Bucks. You think Celtics in 6?
Celtics in 6.
That's gonna be a fun series to watch as well. If they can stop Giannis, they win the series.
It's just that the Celtics are so deep, dude. They're deep. They have a bench that's just like, regardless of who you like rotate in, you know they're gonna perform. And it's like the Bucks don't have a bench.
Yeah, they don't.
So it's like when eventually Giannis has to come out, is like who can you put in that's gonna like stabilize, like kind of have the same numbers. And it's like nobody. And like that's the thing with the Celtics. You take out Kyrie, you got Terry Rozier.
Smart.
Exactly. And you take out Tatum, you got Jaylen Brown.
They have a good rotation.
Yeah. So it's like you take out Al Horford, you got what's his name, Baines. He's not like,
dude, Al Horford.
He's not out of this world, but he's like he provides,
good role player.
Yeah, he provides numbers.
Yeah.
So it's like it's really hard for me to see Giannis being able to play like 40 minutes.
Why do they play so shite in the fucking regular season?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do in the regular season. Is how you play in the postseason.
Yeah, but I'm saying that
it doesn't matter.
You never know.
But it doesn't matter. And then you got playoff Kyrie. So it's like, who would you rather have, Kyrie in the playoffs or Giannis in the playoffs? A minute left in the
Kyrie.
game. Exactly. So it's like, and Giannis still really doesn't really have that shot. So it's like you just crowd the paint, and then you're gonna force him to take shots from the outside.
Yeah,
that's how you neutralize him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys know it. But I don't know. It's just the ball movement in Milwaukee is really good as well.
But they have no.
They just have to protect the paint. I mean, that's what Bledsoe's game is too. He loves to drive, and pass out. But it's just who's guarding Giannis. Tatum? I don't think so.
They'll probably put
double. Because the best chance is double teaming them.
Because their 5 is what? Kyrie, Tatum playing the 2, or Jalen.
They have Kyrie, Jalen. Hayward's off the bench, right? So they have Kyrie, Jalen,
Tatum,
Horford, and then Horford playing the 5, but the 4
might go Baines and Horford, or Horford playing the 4 and Baines playing the 5.
No, do they have Marcus Morris still? I think they have Marcus. Maybe they have Hayward in the starting 5. Let me check.
I don't think so,
because he was coming off the bench. Did they sweep? Yeah, they swept the Pacers. So yeah, it is Baines. They have Kyrie, Jalen, Tatum, Baines, and Horford. Then they have Morris coming off the bench, Hayward, and Rozier. Dude, they're not even playing Marcus Smart.
I think he's injured.
They're playing the 8-man rotation.
I think he's
Rozier,
injured. That's
Hayward,
probably
and
why he's
Morris.
not playing. I think he's injured.
Okay, now let's look at the Bucks team. So they're starting 5: Eric Bledsoe, Sterling Brown, Giannis,
Who?
Middleton, and
Who?
Lopez.
Who?
Sterling Brown. I
Who?
think he's a rookie. Don't ask me.
And their bench?
They play a 10-man rotation, so they got Mirotic, drain threes. Ilyasova, drain threes. Brogdon's hurt. Yeah, he's not playing. They have George Hill. The fuck?
They do?
They have Pau Gasol?
That's
Since
you.
when?
You literally said that.
No, the Raptors have Marc Gasol.
Oh,
The
okay.
Bucks have Pau Gasol. Since when? He's not even getting minutes though.
I think
then
they
they
got
play-
him. I think they got him because they thought they would play the Sixers in the final or in the conference finals, and they could have rotation to put up against Embiid.
They might actually. Oh no, they're playing the Celtics first. They might play Gasol if they play the Sixers.
They're not gonna get that far.
I don't know, man. It's gonna be a
Watch.
good series.
I'll give the Bucks.
But why
will
are
win,
we
the,
even talking
the,
about this?
The Bucks will win the
Warriors in 4, no matter what.
They're gonna struggle against Houston.
That's what I was talking about last week about the Warriors, because I think, yeah, that was the day after they blew that 30-point lead. But
They're
then
gonna
just after
struggle
that,
against
they just
it.
started blowing him out the water.
Yeah, like you said, like if the Warriors want to turn it on, like they'll turn it on and they'll like completely smoke you.
Yeah.
But it's all I know is the Warriors might not make it to the finals, and if they make it to the finals, they're not going to win.
All I know is if the Bucks beat the Celtics, you have to buy a Giannis jersey. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not going to buy a Giannis jersey before I even get a Derrick Rose jersey.
You're gonna get Derrick Rose going to Chicago next year. Buy it when he gets there.
That'd be so cool.
He is, dude. There's no like. It's like it's in the pudding. The
I
bread is
saw like
whatever.
bits and
that saying
pieces
is.
of his documentary where he found out he was getting traded to.
You start crying.
Dude, that's so sad, bro.
It means he loved that city. That's why he was so depressed. Then he dropped like what, a 50-point game this year or something like that. Oh, D Rose, what a saint you are, my friend.
I love Derrick Rose.
But I'm done talking about football, honestly, or basketball.
What?
I'm over basketball. What else can we talk about? Damn, we've only been going for like 20 minutes.
Bro, did you ever do that thing on FIFA that you said you were going to do?
Yeah, but I couldn't get into it.
Bro.
Oh, dude. Check this out, folks. So, I got a notification from 23andMe,
Oh, God.
which is my DNA test.
You know what happens? You know what happens when you give them permission to,
Yes, oh, they have your information, this and that.
and they can sell it to anything and anybody?
Okay, and what?
Your privacy. You don't care about your privacy?
What are they gonna do with my DNA?
Oh, Greg,
They don't have my
You
fingerprints.
can be in the system now. You're just in the system now.
They don't have my fingerprints.
You're in the system
I'm already
now.
in the system. We're already in the system.
Nope.
Do you have a social?
Nope.
We're in the system.
Nope.
I'm calling ICE right now.
Fucking do it. You'll
Okay,
scare
so
me.
I got this notification, right? It was telling me that it shows you where you're from, like what part of the country that your DNA is from,
Mm-hmm.
and from the UK. And I wanted to know. Remember, I told you I wanted to know.
Yes.
And so I'm from the South Yorkshire area.
Sounds very rich and posh.
Yeah, and so I looked up football teams in South Yorkshire, and I'm gonna show you the lists. South Yorkshire football teams. That's what I searched. Rotherham United,
Who?
Sheffield,
Okay, I've heard of them.
Sheffield Wednesday FC,
Never heard of them.
Barnsley FC,
Never heard of them.
Doncaster,
I've heard of them.
Sheffield United.
Heard of them.
That's the one with the swords. Remember?
Yeah.
They're in League 2. Let's see what else. There was another one that Barnsley. Did I ever say that one?
No, I don't think so.
Dang, this. Oh, dang. So, okay, the 3 is Rotherham United, Sheffield United, and Sheffield Wednesday. Those are all on level 2. And then there's 2 in level 3. Barnsley and Doncaster. So those are my choices. Not good choices to pick.
Doncaster. Doncaster's a funny name.
Why?
Fucking British people in naming their teams.
Yeah,
Doncaster. Doncaster.
I might go with Sheffield Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
Why do they have Wednesday? They love Hump Day or something?
That's what I'm saying.
Sheffield Wednesday. Yeah, so that was cool. And then I found out what part of Mexico my family came from.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah. And then it said it's from Nuevo Leon.
Ugh.
You know what that
That
is?
shit ghetto as hell right now.
Whoa. That's my people you're talking about.
That's
Why is
hella
that?
bad right now.
Mexico City's in there, they said. No?
Let me see.
Look. That's the list of where I could, but the most possible one is Nuevo Leon.
You're not in Mexico City.
Where's Mexico City at?
Way south from where you're.
I thought it said that it was in Mexico, like that was in Mexico City.
It's a city in Mexico.
How does Mexico work? Like administrative regions?
It has states.
So Nuevo Leon is a state.
Hmm?
And so Monterrey is a city in Nuevo Leon, right?
No, Nuevo Leon is a city in Monterrey.
No, it's the other way.
No.
That's what it says right here.
No. I'm just joking. Yeah.
Gosh. So that's where I'm from, I guess. Does this even matter?
That's
Do you know where I'm
ridiculous
from?
though, bro.
I'm from America. That's where I'm
I wonder
from.
what I would have been in the motherland.
And I'm proud
I would've been a
to
doctor.
be an American. No, you'd be a crook.
I'm in the office when Michael has the second job and he's talking to what fuck was his name? The dude that works in call center. He's like,
Yeah.
I was a surgeon back home, and Michael's like, I wonder what I would have been back home. I would have been a doctor. I bet you medical school costs like what, 2 goats? And then he's like, no. He's like, no.
Oh, Michael. Oh, then look at this screenshot. So everyone knows what I am when they ask. British and Irish and Mexican and Spanish.
I already knew that.
So
What you thought was basically what they told you.
yeah, that's what No, well, my dad said we were German, and we have no German in us. So I'm not a Nazi. So that's good. I love the Jewish people. I love their religion. I love their pastries. I love...
What's the German pastry?
No, Jewish.
Oh, I thought you said German.
No. I don't like German beer. Maybe that's why I'm not, I'm not
I
German.
don't like beer. Alcoholic beverages in total.
Yeah, Chris is a lame. It's like, oh, I can't wait till my friend's 21 so we can go out and drink together and have a great time. Oh, I don't like beer.
I'll drink water. You can still get baited.
I don't like. Yeah,
I'll
but
drink
then
water.
I'm the drunk guy that's like with the sober guy.
No, I can act drunk.
And they give you a breathalyzer. Says, sir, you're not even drunk.
I'm
Hey, man, I'm high off life. We didn't say you're high. We said you're drunk. I cannot tell a high. Wow, this podcast has been
rough.
rough. Okay, I know what to do. We're pulling out all the stops. We're doing what we did
What's
last week.
trending on Twitter right now?
We are going to see what is. This, folks, is what's trending. Boom! Off the bat, search for mystery 6-year-old girl found in war trench in 1951. What a weird thing.
What the hell?
Let's look at what's trending in Phoenix first. Boom! Number 1. Tavares. Who's John Tavares? Is Infinity War out yet or Endgame?
Saturday, dude. I'm going on Saturday.
Saturday. I don't know who John Tavares is. We got
Arizona. There's nothing that happens in Arizona. Why would you want to see what's happening in Arizona?
because that's where we're from, Chris, and I love it about that. What else? Oh, you don't watch Game of Thrones, huh?
Mm-mm.
Will you ever watch it?
Nope.
Why?
Eh.
I don't know. It's just on my page. It says Phoenix Trends. It doesn't say World Trends. How do I change that? Oh, worldwide. I know how to do it. I did it. Do you see anything?
Jason Kidd's interviewing for the Lakers head coaching position.
Oh God, I thought you were gonna say Phoenix. I was about to faint. With disappointment.
Oh, okay.
Dude, that's the thing. Like, who are we gonna get?
Dwayne Casey.
They're not gonna fire him for Detroit. Dan Marley. He's gonna
Go and
leave.
get Steve Nash out of soccer commentating and make him play fucking basketball or coach basketball.
Yeah, why does he do that?
He's always had a soft spot for soccer.
Freaking
That is crazy
Canadian.
though, because I was watching one of the games and I'm like, why the hell is Steve Nash
Nash?
commentating soccer?
What game was it?
Man City versus Man City versus Tottenham.
For like Fox Sports or something?
TNT Sports.
Mm.
It was crazy. That game was fucking
Raptors advanced.
Well, duh, they were up by
115, 115.96.
Oh, so they kind of closed the gap
A little bit. A tad bit. Whoa, the Nuggets are playing now too?
The Spurs against the Spurs, yeah.
What channel is that on?
NBA TV.
I don't know what channel that is on my TV.
Don't cry, don't go. Just know I
Can't
freaking
love you, 'cause I can never. So there's nothing trending. What a joke.
What a slow Tuesday.
What a slow day.
Well, on the bright side, tomorrow's my last day of school.
Yeah, okay, let's
Junior year will
kinda,
be over.
let's go a little bit on the Chris wagon here, folks. Let's get a little bit of get to know Chris. This is the get to know Chris section of the podcast, where we get to know Chris. Chris, how was your semester of this year?
Do it like an interview style. Like I'm gonna answer you if I was
Welcome,
being
Chris.
interviewed.
How you doing? Okay, folks. Today we have this very special guest. He's been my friend since we've been little. He used to live across the street from me. We are the Shabby Boys. He is Mexican. He is 6 foot on a good day. If he wears like Air Maxes. He has a girlfriend named Madeline.
Madeline.
Right? Madeline.
Dude, she's so gonna get mad when she hears that.
Hey, whose interview is this? Madeline. He's really into astrology.
Bro, she's gonna really.
Anyways,
right.
Welcome, folks, or give a round of applause to Christopher Reyes.
Thank you.
Hi, Chris. How are you doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm actually a little humbled right now. I never in a million
You never
years,
thought you'd be on the
I would-
Sunny Days podcast.
I would ever be put in this position, but I'm honestly humbled and geeked, and I'm ready to.
Okay,
Let's
first
start.
question. Shut up. First question. So we just want to know. We're going around, asking about how people's, semesters were. So I just, briefly describe how your semester's been.
It was good, 3 A's and a B
Nice.
so far,
nice.
not too shabby.
Nice. You took 4
Or-
classes, I
Yeah.
reckon.
Mhm.
Okay. And what was your favorite class this semester?
I'd have to say my criminal law class, or both of my law classes, because my professor is really funny, and he's very like he was an attorney before, and he just has like a lot of crazy cool stories about like what he's experienced as an attorney. And he was a judge for a second, and he worked as what was it? He used to go to DC, and he was like a lobbyist for a while.
Jesus.
Dude, I know.
So
and
he's
he's-
got money?
And homeboy's he's always flaunting about how rich he is, and he's like, he calls us his little lambs, and he's like, let me lead you to the promised land. And
Oh my God.
it's interesting, bro. But he's He's stacked.
Is he a philosopher of Jorts?
He's a libertarian.
He's a libertarian.
Yeah.
So he believes like no government.
Exactly.
Right.
Or the government shouldn't try to control like
It's like
human.
open market.
Yeah, the government shouldn't try to control like human behavior.
Interesting. Okay, that's very interesting to hear from you, Christopher Xavier Reyes. If anyone was wondering what your full name was. Also, so what was your least favorite class?
My fucking math class.
And what math class is it?
I don't know what it's called exactly. All I know is that
Trigonometry?
Hell
With
no.
the trigger?
All I know is I did math.
Was it calculus?
I'm not smart enough to take calculus.
Was it just like algebra?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Like, did you use parentheses?
It was a lot of Excel worksheets where I had to do all my math on. It was Excel worksheets.
Oh, that's weird stuff.
Yeah.
Then. I never had to do that.
So
I had to take a little bit about me. I had to take a college algebra class 3 different times. So
all of my math was done on Excel worksheets. So now I guess I'm pretty good at Excel now because I know
all the algebra.
I know formulas and stuff that you can type in to get what you need.
But you're never gonna need it, right?
Exactly.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. How would you define the environment at Grand Canyon University? Like what do you see on a daily basis?
Do you really want to know?
Yes. Like how do you feel?
There's this, all right. So as a Hispanic man, there's this thing that people who are not white do when when they enter a building or something like that.
Okay.
They check around them to check the surroundings and see if there's other people of their color.
I look to the left, I look to the right.
And if you don't see anybody that's not your same color, you feel a little anxious. A
white man does this, or a Mexican?
A Hispanic,
a minority.
Exactly. Any minority does, or at least from what I know, any minority does this. I do this constantly. I go to a predominantly white Christian school.
Okay.
And let's just say my personal beliefs on Christians is that Christians are the biggest hypocrites in the world.
We're getting into heavy subjects.
They are. And it's Maddie would tell me that she has this girl in her class that's like a huge Trump supporter, and she thinks that he's
Madeline?
Madeline.
Oh. And
the girl in her class thinks that Trump has done so many good things for the people in this country, and he's like such a great leader and such a great role model.
She says that?
Yeah. And
oh my God.
It's not even, my major my major is in law, right? So I am in a class full of predominantly white male.
And they're all going to get the jobs.
And they're all
Trump supporters. Huge
Trump supporters. And in one of my law classes, they brought up Ocasio-Cortez, and I was like, hell yeah. I'm like, she's a force to be
reckoned with. Were they trashing on her?
And they were trashing on her.
God.
Big time. And I was like, what's wrong with I'm like, is it because she's a woman they're like, well, no, but it's like, she's just speaking nonsense. And I'm like, well, give me an example of where they're speaking nonsense. And they couldn't really give me another one, a specific example. And then my professor talked about, should breastfeeding be like, public breastfeeding be a problem? And every dude in that class, white dude, raised their hand and said, women should not be breastfeeding in public. And I was like, I got mad, dude, because it's like, first of all, it's not it doesn't affect us at all. And it's like, us as males shouldn't have a say in like something that...
Who cares? That's what I say. You don't want to see it? Don't look, buddy.
Exactly. But
but it's also this, right? The same thing with the bathroom thing that everyone was getting mad about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, all these white dudes, they go to Country Thunder, dude. They go to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pot of Gold Festival. Ugh. And guess what? They're all unisex bathrooms. You go to a Starbucks, there's no male and female bathroom. Y'all just go in the same one. So it's like, why do they care that kids are going in the same bathroom?
I don't know.
Like, I'm over it,
But
dude.
I messed up in choosing to go to Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon. If you're
Well, didn't you
listening-
get a scholarship there?
Grand Canyon, if you're listening to this, I love your school. Thank you for everything
Yeah,
you've done.
thank you. I love
for,
Dan Marley. A great role
I
model.
love I love your facilities, your
Yeah.
teachers.
Jerry Colangelo, you're awesome. Rock star.
Thank you for everything.
My brother goes there too. He's a gaucho for life, he said. My brother goes online though.
Yeah. You said gaucho. It's a lope, you dingus.
Oh wait, that's GCC. I'm a gaucho for life. They keep sending me emails for me to march or to walk.
Are you going to?
No. Why am I? Do you know why they do it though?
Money?
Because you have to pay for your gown. It's like you guys want more money out of me. Makes me mad. Makes me not feel welcome. Okay, so we talked about that. I talked about your least favorite class, math. We talked about white people, which is great. A great thing to talk about. Because it only affects half of me. So the other half of me is fine. It's weird because like I see myself. You know, it's different because when you see yourself, you're just like, oh, you identify as a Mexican in America. For me, it's like I don't identify as anything. People identify me, right? But then people don't even know how to identify me. All my life I always got, what are you?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm Mexican, I'm white, blah, blah, blah. It's like
You should just say you're biracial.
so it's like I feel like I'm an example of what it will be later on in the future of America.
Well, yeah. Have you seen like those reports that they're doing as like white, like the white race is going to
There will be an American race eventually because there will just be Americans from different cultures all doing it with each other. And then eventually it's just going to be because like this is the thing. Italians just didn't become Italians. Like they weren't born Italian. People migrated there just like here in America. And eventually the culture of Italy and it
wasn't really that. They
became a
didn't really
thing.
migrate. They were conquered by the Roman Empire, and then the Roman Empire.
Right, but way in beginning of human time, there's people that migrated to that land.
Yeah.
Right? And the same thing here, right? The Puritans came here first, you know, Christian. That's the thing too. It's like people wonder why we're so messed up in America. The craziest people were the ones that landed here first. Because they were so like the country was built on religious freedom.
We should really have your dad talk on.
Oh yeah.
I feel like your father would
So,
really get into some heavy shit.
This is about. Let's go a little bit about the history of America. The country was built on a religious freedom.
Mm-hmm.
The Puritans from England hated the Church of England.
Mm-hmm.
There was a war about to set off.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name sailed over to America and was like, "Yo, there's more land over there, guys." So then England was like, "Oh damn, we gotta go over there and see what's up."
Yeah.
So what do? They sent the Pilgrims. They sent the Mayflower. And all of them were filled with Puritans because they didn't want them to be messing with the Church of England because that's what the king had power over everyone. I don't remember the name of the king. So they sent the Puritans over there. And so the Puritans were like, we're leaving too because we want freedom of religion. We don't want to get crucified because of, the Church of England doesn't believe in what we believe in. But the Puritans were the ones that were like, oh, if you have sex before marriage, you're going to get murdered or you're going to hell. Like they were super strict. That was what they were. They were super strict. Like they couldn't have fun. They couldn't dance and shit like that. So it's like when you think about it, those were our ancestors in the very beginning. When it comes to white people, right? When it comes to Europeans that migrated here. Like that was the weird, like we got the weird like people that came here. And so you wonder like, oh, why is it still like this? That's why, Ninja. Because our roots are built off crazy people. That's why we have crazy people here.
Mm.
And it's like, oh, and like why, at least in America, everything's so very like prude, like sex is very like secretive, like kind of.
Well, yeah,
like
but
in older generations.
That has to do with
and that's
like,
just because of the roots that this country is built on.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, no shit, things are all messed up here because we had messed up people to begin with, and slavery didn't help. That's just built. That just even vamping because you have people with low education and people telling them these people are different. They're not like us. because they have a different skin color. So now you have people thinking that just growing up in that society, oh, people who have darker skin aren't pure, this and that. And that's where you got the racism from and bigotry, because that's what our roots are based off of. So now, there's still people that thought of that because there's still uneducated people here. There's ignorant people living, in America. So it's like it continues this cycle. And so that's why I don't see like it ever ending here until like there's so much of like either a war is going to happen where we wipe out a lot of those people, or like it just somehow we get to a place where we stop putting like all of us have to stop putting race on who we are, and instead we look at ourselves as Americans.
Yeah, but that's just
and it's just not going to happen.
Not gonna happen. It's like,
because that's just not it's not in the human condition for us to do that. So it's just always going to be that way. And that's why we have Trump supporters. And that's why when people like make a big deal about, hey, Trump is kind of racist, they just kind of brush it off because they're just used to that. They don't see that as racist. They don't see him, making jokes about, Mexicans or the Muslim ban. They don't see that as like racist. They see that as like, no, the Muslim religion is bad. They don't allow their women to do this or that. It's like, no, ninja, that just doesn't matter about your opinion on the Muslim religion or the whatever that is. It's like the country was built on freedom of religion. So saying that a religion is bad is going against everything that this country stood for in the beginning.
Yeah.
No matter if you like it or not. Because you know what? If people from the Church of England believed in that and came here, they could, like, there's Quakers, Puritans, Jews, like there's so many different religions that came here first, and they all went to their separate places. It's like, I don't know. I'm rambling now, but
you're very passionate about this topic.
It's just like you got to look at history to understand why we have the problems of today, and people don't do that. Just literally take a history class at your community college during the summer. It'll be like $200, and it'll be worth your time. Or you get financial aid for it. Like literally, it changes your life, and it makes you realize just the reasons why things are why they are.
So you're saying white people is a problem?
No, I'm not saying that's no. I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm just saying it's a part of the human condition.
So you're saying they're the majority of the problem?
They started off as a problem, yeah. I think white people, Europeans, back then, now, they were the reason of like, yeah, we allowed racism to happen. We let that happen. And then finally, eventually we said, and this is another thing. Abraham Lincoln, everyone praises the dude.
He didn't free the slaves.
No, he didn't want to free the slaves.
Exactly.
He wanted to move them back to Africa. I forgot what that's called. There's a term of it about, sending people from where they came from. That's what he wanted. But then when he realized what like the slaves wanted back then and like what they were actually fighting for and what the people eventually wanted, he was like, oh yeah, actually I want that. Kind of what Hillary Clinton was, where she was like, before she didn't believe in gay marriage, but now that it's the popular thing, she's like, oh yeah, I'm for gay marriage. I don't know what you're talking about. Like a change of heart,
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess is fine. People can, change their ideas, but it's like, I don't know. What was I saying? Yeah, white people were definitely are definitely still the problem, and there needs to be growth of showing that, like even when white guys say, "Oh, I have black friends,"
that doesn't matter.
Oh, I have, I know my neighbors, every racist. My cousin's black.
It's like the same thing when people try to say like, you can't keep using the race card on everything. That's being racist. It's like, no, that's like, it's a legitimate thing. Like,
yeah. And yeah, and it's like white people that get offended by people saying that there is white privilege and things like that.
Yeah.
Like that's a part of the problem. Understand that there is a problem, right? And get better at it. And eventually they'll be better. We'll just all be better off together. But just stating the fact like, oh, I don't believe there's white privilege. Like that right there is like, you're forgetting about everything that happened in the past. And it's still not good enough to the point where like, there's still racist people out there, like there has to be continued effort as like to stop being that or whatever.
Yeah. Like the original Constitution, slaves were counted as 3/5 of a man.
Yeah.
So it's like, so basically, this country was basically built off of races because
Yeah.
they didn't really
Racism, sexism, all that.
Yeah.
And that's, and like, you can't blame that because that was just a part of the culture back then. And I'm not saying it's right or good. It was shitty, but it was just a part of it. But now it's about getting better at it. You know, it's about continuous progress. Because you can go to Mexico, you can go anywhere and see bullshit that happened. You can go into Asia, you can go into, you know, anywhere, the like non-white countries, and there's bullshit and there's bad things that happen there too. So it's not just white people, but in America, that's the problem. Is that white people really allowed a lot of bullshit to happen, and there's really no excuse for it. But yeah. So I'm not saying it's just like white people are the worst race or whatever. There's nothing. There's no bad race or good race. There's bad people in every you know, color, but it's just about getting rid of the stigma of race in general, because it's a social construct in anyways. There's one race, the human race, folks.
That's true. It's like, why when I'm filling something out, I gotta point out my race? It's
exactly. Like, and that's what I you know, went off with me.
Like, why does it matter? It's like,
that's what I'm saying. For me, it's like, I'm in this place where I don't really have one. I'm just me, you know. I can say I'm, you know, people can say I'm white, people can say I'm Mexican, but I think most people say I'm white. But like, but like, if you really know me, you know I didn't
toasted white friend. Yes.
If you know me, you know I didn't grow up in a white culture.
True.
You know? I grew up in, and it's like, but it's also like I grew up in every culture. We grew up around everything. We grew up around white people, black people. Like, we grew up around everyone. So it's like, I don't know. It's just, I feel like that's what I want it to be eventually, is like, there is no like race here. It's just kind of a mixture of just a bunch of stuff.
Well, in a perfect world.
Yeah.
But we're far from it.
I took a philosophy class, and I had a like a debate with the professor, because he believes that there eventually could be world peace, and I don't think there can be, because I just think like the human condition, like us as humans,
I think there can be if we were to.
But like for me, over. It's like
if we were to start over from zero.
Probably, yeah, but just the way we've evolved,
yeah,
we still have, you know, animal instincts.
But that kind of goes to the parents, you know what I mean? I feel like as our generation especially, we see like the damage has been done, and the damage that will continue to affect not just everybody. It'll affect everyone. Us as future parents have like the obligation to raise their kids and to like treating everybody with the same respect. Like, no one's less. You're not lesser than somebody. You're not better than somebody. We are all
one. We
are all just one person. We are just one. We are all together. Like, yeah. So it's I believe it's our generation taking like control of the situation and saying like, we have to be better. Like, if we truly want like there to be a future, it's like things have to change dramatically.
Yeah, it's either that, or it's like the different type of cultures that live in this country have to be more of an understanding of accepting one another.
But the thing is, dude, it's like,
because
you don't really hear about Hispanics and African Americans not getting along. It's usually the Caucasians that are like having a hard. But that's
making it seem like there's no problems in the African American community or Mexican.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying, but it's like there's problems everywhere. But it's like the more predominant like issue is like.
Well, yeah, because the white people are the majority here.
Yeah.
So there's more culture. Like, there's more separation of culture in you know, the white community or whatever. Right?
But like, what's white culture?
Religion. That's what it is. It's Christianity. That's what I talked about. Was what we based off. What this is based off of is pure, like, the freedom of religion. So that's
why I said Christians are the biggest hypocrites
well, yeah, that's the whole thing. Is that's what I'm saying with. They have to be more accepting of the different cultures in America. that's what I see of it being better is like, especially with Christian culture and stuff like that. It's not about looking at other cultures as vulgar or this or that. It's just like, okay, we're going to believe in what we want to, and it's not going to be filled with hate, you know? Like, it has to be changed, you know? Because religion can do a lot of good things as well. It
Yeah.
can help people that are lost and things like that.
That's why I go back to my point where I was like, us as future parents, as like future like role models and stuff like that's where we have to step up and be like, hey, like you have to accept everybody for who they are in this. Like, not everyone's gonna be the same. Like, we have to accept that there are different people, there are different,
yeah,
like there are different belief systems. That's okay, because it at the end of the day, does it truly affect your day-to-day life? Like, is it really like if you being a Muslim or you being a Jewish person, is it really going to affect my day-to-day life? Like, is it really going to bother me to the point where it's like, I can't go on like day-to-day, like living my own life? It's like,
live and let live.
it's like, is it really that big of an issue that you have to make it a big problem and you have to like create more of a divide that's already pretty huge in this country? So it's like, I just think we just have to be better than the generations before us.
100%. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't think our generation is going to be the one. I still think there's a lot of bigotry.
No,
people,
it's going to be it's going to be the generation after us. Like,
either after
or
if there will be one after us.
I think us will set like good stepping stones, and then
hopefully
the generation before us or after us will.
It's just important of who we put as leaders, bro. That's what it is, because like they're sheep, you know? A lot of people are sheep and they don't have opinions on their own, and they just go with what everyone else is going with. And so having a strong leader is very important, because they're going to follow him no matter what, you know? The herd will follow, you know, whatever, like the dog or whatever.
Yeah.
The shepherd or whatever, you know? You have to have a strong leader. And that's what a president can be. That's what like a religious leader can be. Anything like that. If they have a good belief, you know, like, dude, look what Martin Luther King was able to do, bro.
Yeah, but then it can go back to the whole white people fearing change and everything. And
no, but I'm just saying, look what he was able to do with the black community. He was able to bring everyone out into nonviolent protests, you know? Like, he had that much like power. But look at the good that he did. And there can be someone like that again, of like being able to bring all these people together to do good and to believe in it.
The sad thing is, like, I don't have really much like faith in humanity, and that there's going to be a person that's going to be afraid.
He ended up getting assassinated, so you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't believe in world peace, but I'm saying like we can at least try, you know? Because what is this world, like, what's our life meant if we're not even trying, you know?
Yeah.
What happened? There's a fight that just happened.
I don't know, dude, but
yeah. But that's looking at things as such a very wide view of life, you know? And I think looking at that, because dude, there's so many people, you know, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see us like, it's by the individual, you know? So really all you can really focus on is like yourself and how you treat people and how you treat yourself. And that's all it takes. And if everyone could do that, you know, take that self responsibility, we'd be way better off. Hey, Gucci Mane. But yeah.
But it's like, do you really have faith in humanity for them to get their shit, for us as humans to get our shit together?
No, but I can always hope, I guess.
You always believe.
You'd always believe. Well, they almost hit an hour.
Jesus.
That was a good ending, but the middle was like, nyeh. I love how we like make fun of the podcast we're doing while we're doing the podcast.
I know. I feel it's good to break the fourth wall, you know?
Break the fourth wall. Well, folks, that was the Sunny Daze podcast, hosted by me and you and Chris.
And me.
Because you are a part of this, folks. All four of you. Okay, do you know what we're really bad at? Plugging things, like anything that we do or anything like
Follow
that.
me on Instagram. I am Chris Reyes, 1S at the end.
Good.
Follow me on Twitter. I am Chris Reyes, 2 S's at the end.
Very bad. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at GP Hadley. That is GPHADLEY.
Or you can Venmo me some money too. Venmo's on my Instagram.
Dude, I hate that when like girls on Twitter have their Cash App in their profile. I'm like, yikes. There's something else I wanted to plug. Dude, how did the sticker look?
Sick.
It looks good.
Yeah, I put it on my laptop.
I haven't even bought one of my own.
What? Maddie got me it for Easter my Easter
dope.
basket. It was sick.
Don't. Shout out
She
to
had
Maddie.
she had been talking to me about it. She's like, I want to buy Andrew Yang stickers, and I completely forgot. I'm like, yeah, for sure. Like Greg sells some. I'm like, yeah, because
Did she buy one of herself? Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't even know who he was, and I'm like, because we were talking about it, and I'm like, you know who Andrew Yang is? And she's like, no, and I'm like, I
think I saw her follow him on.
I was like,
on
I strongly recommend you like look into it, because, and anyways, she was like, oh, that's so cool. Like I really like Andrew Yang. I want to buy a sticker or something. I'm like, oh, for sure. Greg has a.
Yeah. I need to plug.
Or at
that.
least I think that's how it went down.
Yeah.
It might not have been.
I need to plug that. So I have an Andrew Yang sticker. I talked about him on the last podcast on redbubble.com. I'll post it in the description. Go and buy one, my friends. I don't know if I get money. I get money, I think, but like I don't know how it works, but whatever. And then Sunny Days clothing coming soon. Getting that all figured out.
Dude, I can't wait to have my own shirt.
I'm not gonna do long sleeves, just short.
Why
sleeves.
not, dude?
I want to do long sleeves eventually.
Bro,
but
I love long sleeve shirts. Come on,
with the design.
Let me get an exclusive, bro. Just let me get that one.
I could do like a couple.
Just let me get that exclusive.
But I think I'm gonna do short sleeve. Like,
nah,
just
bro.
For the first
I want an exclusive long sleeve shirt.
I'll get you an exclusive.
I want an exclusive long sleeve. I swear to God, Greg, if I do not get
what
a
color,
long
white or black?
Oh, fuck. Black. Can I get one of each?
No, we gotta pick one.
Fine, black.
They're that exclusive. There'll be 2 of 2 because I have one black.
Because white is I don't trust myself wearing white color. So it's like black.
So I think the ones I'm gonna have like both.
Bro, you know what's crazy though? Anyways, I know we're gonna end this, but bro, like during random times of the day, I'd be having like design ideas for shirts. And I'm like, bro, this would be so sick.
Bro, email, text them to me.
Dude.
I always need ideas because I'd be struggling.
But they're mostly long sleeve shirts.
Dude, but eventually it's gonna be winter. I'm just saying right now because I'm gonna do it for the summer, and it gets fucking hot.
I have ideas for shirts,
and like I'm not trying to sell long sleeve shirts to people during the summertime. Yeah. Like it's dumb.
Yeah, but I have ideas for both. But like the long sleeve ones are sick ones. Like,
because I think I showed you the one the long sleeve with like the back design, like that one I have, and I have another like whatever you call like pocket tee or whatever, but. I want to get one where like it's an actual like for the chest, like a dope one.
Hey, but, you gotta tune in.
Because for me, dude,
tune in to see. You gotta tune in to see.
If I have ideas of my own and I try to do it, it never comes out because I have expectations, right?
I don't. But that's the thing. It's like I was thinking, like, how could I like? Because it'd be easier to show you like what I'm talking about than like describe it to you. So it's like I was trying to look like.
Yeah, like
I try to go on paint. No, I would like to like fucking put it down.
Yeah, just sketch it. Yeah.
Yes, but it's like I can't draw.
Dude, in this day and age, I can't draw either. But this day and age, you don't need to know how to draw. Like all you do is mess with shapes and shit. Like it's a lot of like hacks you can do. Like I'm gonna show you a logo that I did. I'll show you right now. But yeah, like I did this logo. I changed it a little bit. It's a little bit different now, but this. Like that helmet, I didn't draw that or anything. I literally just worked with shapes and I made it like look like that.
There was this dude in my last thing. There was this dude in my civil law class. He wants to be a designer and like photographer and shit.
Uh-huh.
Every day in class, he would not be doing his work. He would be working on some design, and he'd have Adobe, what's it called, Adobe
Illustrator.
Yeah, just open and doing stuff, and then like this was like wow,
yeah.
like is this Greg? I'm like
literally.
I'm like Greg, is this you?
But for me, like, I don't know. I have a lot of character defects.
We're going to end this podcast, and now it's like...
No, but this is good. We'll go for, like, another minute. Because, like, I'm such a, like, spur of the moment where, like, I can't sit down and just work on a design. Like I have to like for some reason it's just like if it comes to me then I'll do it. I don't know, but I think that's bad. It's not good work ethic.
I got like 6 ideas in my brain, bro. The first one is what I really want to fucking see. Like
Okay,
the one
well,
I want.
Just sketch it out and then I
And
can
it's
make
like,
it come to life.
what if I want like the thing to be like, oh, never mind. All right.
Anyways, don't take out all of our information, bro.
I know.
This is top secret stuff. Leave it in file Z. All right. What else? I plugged Redbubble. I plugged that. What else? Instagram, all that. That's it. I think. Right?
I believe so.
Anyways, folks, thanks for joining the Sunny Days podcast. We are out of here. Till next week.
Deuces.
Peace.
It's fire everywhere we go. Nobody watch you anymore like Drew Carey shows. Coming through your stereo. Hit it called the chaos. Bitches throwing bras on stage. Hit them with paintball shit. How'd you make out?